ball movement and better ball handling. So what did Phil Jackson do in practice when they got back? They actually went back to fundamentals and worked on their ball handling, because turnovers have become a key issue for this team as of late. They're averaging 13.4 in the season, but over the last 11 games, that number's gone up to almost 16 a game. Of course, when you turn the ball over, guys, two things happen. One, you're not scoring, but you give your opponent more opportunities to score. See if the Lakers can clear that up tonight against the Raptors.
All right, thank you, Michael. And we are underway at Staples Center. Andrew Bynum had a very successful game with a 1-point loss at Toronto in the first of the season series. Up against Bargnani, not exactly a post defender. Derek Fisher with space, and a long rebound. It kicks out to Bargnani. So that's the way it begins. Jarrett Jack coming off a real good game despite the loss on Sunday. And Kobe tried to tie up Chris Bosh. It'll be a foul on, or make it Ron Artest trying to tie him up, and Artest gets the foul.
He can't believe the call. He thought he was getting a jump ball out of that situation, as he really did a good job of getting a hand on it, the bobble by Chris Bosh, but the foul was called, so it'll be out of bounds to the Raptors.
Now there's discussion about Ron Artest, his defense against Vince Carter in the first quarter on Sunday in Orlando. Carter went to the free throw line and had 10 attempts, 18 overall. As DeMar DeRozan, well, he's had success in this building 1 year ago, almost to the day, and he was the MVP of the Pac-10 tournament. USC won it last year. Gained their entry in the NCAA series. So DeMar DeRozan averaging almost 9 a game with the first deuce of this game. Pau Gasol high post, and it's all even at 2.
And that's the shot that really hasn't been as consistent after the hamstring problem as it was prior. If he gets that back, then he becomes again one of the most dangerous 7-footers in the league.
Jarrett Jack, he had 20 points, 9 assists last game. Bargnani as it squirts over to Chris Bosh, well timed by Andrew Bynum. Drew had 4 blocks and limited minutes as Bosh steps beyond the arc. That's only his 7th attempt beyond the arc this year. He's 7 of 17 now on his 3-point try. Short corner 3 and a 5-2 lead for Toronto.
Well, when you're as good as Chris Bosh is, you don't have to settle for 3-pointers.
Knocked out of bounds by Turkoglu. And he is some kind of talent. Guy that's 8th in the league in scoring. He's 4th in the league on the boards at better than 11, almost 12 a game. Very gifted young man from Dallas, 25, now 26. Bynum keeping it alive, but a loose ball foul on Drew.
Very difficult to get away with that from behind against a player that is just about your height. I'm sure Andrew is a little taller than Chris Bosh, but when he's got inside position and you jump over the back, you're generally going to get the whistle. So good call by the official.
Early 3-point lead for the Raptors. Toronto's coming off a shocking loss on Sunday at home by 13. 114-101 to the 76ers. The trap is there, and they give it up.
Traveled twice.
And the block by Artest, but he's out of bounds on the sideline with 3 left on the shot clock. So how do you really feel about that walk?
I mean, he walked twice. I guess traveling is going to be the point of emphasis for this crew tonight.
DeMar DeRozan trying to make a move or two down inside.
He made a move or two.
Now on the short shot clock, Bosh knows it. He's giving him space. Inside position for DeRozan, blocked away by Pau Gasol. So the Lakers down by 3, 2 early blocks, and in transition. Not exactly what Gasol expected. Kobe on the spin and the offensive foul.
Yeah, he hooked him with the left hand, left arm. Good spin move, but you got to. That's where you got to keep 2 hands on the ball and keep your elbow a little closer to your body. Because he didn't have 2 hands on the ball, that hand comes off and it gets away from his body onto the defender.
First turnover of the game for the Lakers, the offensive foul on Kobe. Turkoglu a roller coaster ride, shooting only 41% this year. Bargnani on the up fake over Gasol. Good challenge, and Andrew Bynum.
Absolutely, that's the key. The challenge by Powell.
Kobe inside the arc. And off the lip of the rim, Bargnani. 1 and done. Jarrett Jack thought he'd go. Instead, not a bad decision. Turkoglu better from there than he is inside the arc, it seems, because he's hitting 39% of his threes, but just 41% on the short stuff. 8-2 Toronto. Pau Gasol all the way to the hole, and Turkoglu with the foul.
Wow, that was a phantom foul. Turkoglu actually, in my view, from where I'm sitting, looked like he ran right by him, but did he clip him as he went by? Good little drop pass, and he just goes right by him, and Powell says it's the easiest three-point opportunity I'm going to have tonight.
8:48 left in the opening quarter. And Pau Gasol really picked it up in the second half. Had Orlando on Sunday. Couple of putbacks, high percentage, got a flat free throw. It stays at a 4-point deficit for the Lakers. 8-4. Toronto, the 6th seed right now, 32-29. That is their record. Chris Bosh. Tough angle.
Well, Andrew has him thinking about him. And that's what you want to do as a defender. Make the offensive guy think about him.
Andrew Bynum. He imposed it inside that time. Backed him down early.
And boy, that kind of deep position, I don't care who you are, you're going to score.
Bosh with the space. And Gasol clears it out. So the Lakers down by 2. Neither team would mind pushing a little bit, and especially Toronto. They like to get it up and down. Fisher for the lead. Tried to. Bargnani with another early board. When I say like to get it up and down, Toronto is the highest scoring team in the Eastern Conference. 4th in the NBA. As Andrew did a good job again, this time on Bargnani.
Yeah, but that's on the move that time. Bargnani got a step on him, but Andrew recovered and made him change his shot.
Kobe, tips, no difference. Got it over Bargnani, and the Lakers have tied it at 8.
There have been maybe 3 plays already where individually the Lakers have played pretty good defense. A couple by Andrew, and Powell had one as well.
The start of a 4-game road trip out west for the Toronto Raptors. Breakdown. Total breakdown defensively. Kobe upset with himself. And that stops a 6-0 run for the Lakers on the pretty pass by Chris Bosh.
Just as I was talking about good defensive plays, there was a bad defensive play. They got hooked onto each other, and easy layup for the Raptors.
Inside of 10 on the shot clock. Gasol with the spin. Stays with his play. And tapped away. Picked up by DeRozan. But a good look once again for Pau Gasol, who's now 2 for 5 after the miss. Bargnani. And Stu, to me, that would be the place to make Andrew pay. Because he doesn't want you going around him. Andrew at the opposite end, though. Trying to reverse it, and he'll get the soft touch.
Well, I tell you, if Andrew will run the floor like that and beat the defense down, there's no way Bargnani or Bosh can handle him in the post right there. He'll score pretty much at will.
He's got 2 to start. I'm talking about 2 baskets right next to the rim. Plenty of time on the shot clock as Jarrett Jack sets it up. Bargnani. One of their best 3-point threats. Man, baseball away by Bargnani, and DeMar DeRozan can't save it.
What's a good thing? Bargnani got that hand up at the last minute.
Fastball.
That was really a fastball intended for Powell.
Spring training at Staples Center. And pitchers and catchers reported early, and obviously Kobe's a pitcher. Now, reach on DeMar DeRozan. So it is tied at 10 as the Lakers keep it.
That's a play that, you know, Kobe just doesn't get that call that often, where he gets sort of like an arm bar as he's going around his defender. But that time, too much contact and the whistle sounded.
Chase him over.
Kobe inside the arc, dancing a little bit and setting up. Derek Fisher. That time it works. Kobe gets the assist. Fish gets the triple. That's his 3rd attempt this evening, 2nd for beyond the arc. And did they say it was only a 2? Yes. Lakers by 2, 12-10.
Good squeeze that time by Artest.
Stays out, down and out. Tough luck for Jarrett Jack. It's starting to pick up now with 5.5 to play in the opening 12. Kobe, the facilitator, because he could have scooped it with the left hand that time. Artest tapped out. Who gets it? It'll be Turkoglu on a run out.
That's a lot of contact.
Pretty good body control with a little bump from Fish. Boy, this is a solid athlete.
Artest had an open 3 when he first caught the ball, and then he ended up taking a much more difficult shot that ended up off the mark.
Kobe looking inside. And on the spin, it's taken away from behind. Jarrett Jack, he took it away. And slows the layup. Well, the hustle of Ron Artest had something to do with it.
Yes, indeed. Distracted him just enough.
Good extra pass. Andrew Bynum with Pau Gasol cleaning up. So the Lakers dominated the Raptors on the boards in the loss. Outboarded them 51-39. Second chance points, they were plus 11. And that's the story early for the Lakers. Bosh. Long two. And it's tied at 14.
When you have Chris Bosh and Turkoglu on the same side running that pick and pop, that's a tough one to defend. You better make sure you're talking.
Extra pass again, and the foul from behind, setting when we come back. Andrew Bynum to the free throw line to shoot two, but I like it. Kobe to the solve quickly.
Good execution as Kobe found Pau, and Pau finds Andrew. The timeout comes at the 4:08 mark as the Lakers and the Raptors, they got the football game working today. 14-all.
Lost it in the last 90 seconds of play. Andrew Bynum out of the timeout, going to the free throw line to shoot two.
See if Andrew can start the free throw shooting for the Lakers off, as the Lakers right now are, well, now 50%.
Tonight's broadcast on AFN, the American Forces Network, broadcasting of the U.S. Armed Forces, serving in 175 countries aboard ships at sea. They're watching us around the world tonight. The Laker game with the Toronto Raptors in Iraq, Germany, Italy, Southwest Asia, South Korea, Japan. Welcome to all of you, and thank you for protecting our freedom. Joel Myers, Stu Lance, Michael Eaves down on the sideline as Jared Jack goes at it. Antoine Wright joining him in the backcourt. They go a little bit smaller. Amir Johnson, Westchester High School, LA natives, former second round pick for the Pistons, in for the first time. Bargnani's days on the floor. Keep it at the clock. Artest defended it well, and Lamar, who just checked in, his first board.
See, that's what the Lakers need to do consistently. That kind of help defensively.
Kobe lost him. Little spin to the baseline. Lakers up by 4. That's their biggest lead at 18-14.
The other thing the Lakers need to do as a unit is take every player and every team seriously. I mean, make sure that you know that they can score. We got to play them every minute.
Bargnani brought him away, got him out of position on an up fake, and very talented big guy from Italy, Bargnani. That's a 2-point game.
That's what will happen if you don't give up the dribble first. Now, he did the shot fake first and got Andrew up on his toes and made him pay a severe price.
Now drew the advantage down on the block. Kobe blocked away on the step back. Good play by Bargnani. And on the run, DeMar DeRozan. Denied. Plenty of contact and got it anyway with the left hand. Is that knee for Fish? He looks like he's in pain right now.
Some concentration by DeRozan there. I mean, he was in a crowd but never lost sight of the target and used his offhand. Great play.
So DeMar back home, 4 of 5, 8 points already. Antoine Wright, another guy back home from the Inland Empire. Wright picks up the foul out of San Bernardino. And free throws when we come back. Well, at least Lakers basketball.
Yeah, it'll be Lakers basketball with no shot attempts. So the Lakers will have it with 15 on the shot clock in a tie game. Game as a Laker. It's a nice little achievement for Powell in a short period of time.
So the Lakers trying to get even in the season series. Lost at Toronto 106-105, and that one got away because the Lakers had a slim lead in the final minute of play. The foul was called with 1.2 left in the contest. Turkoglu with 2 free throws. And that was it. That was the difference. Kobe on the inbound series. Shannon Brown has just checked in along with Jordan Farmar. Blocked away. Brown stays with the play. Nice pass. Bargnani on the deflection, and Shannon, it's like a pass to himself.
Well, again, you talk about a pogo stick. Yeah, he left his feet, got the shot or the pass blocked, but as soon as his toes touched the ground, he was back up to get it and lay it in.
Jose Calderon off the bench for Jared Jack. He's in there, and a nice answer from Amir Johnson. Pretty pass by Calderon. He's in his 5th season from Spain, a 28-year-old who played for Spain in Beijing in 2008. And, of course, his teammate out there, number 16 for the Lakers, Pau Gasol. Jordan Farmar popping up. And what he does best. 2-point lead for the Lakers. They're hitting 50% compared to the Raptors.
Another Jordan now.
Trip on Farmar.
While he was laying on the floor.
A scissors kick. So 2 free throws coming up, and I mentioned Antoine Wright back home.
Jordan pleading his case, saying, first of all, he ran me over, and the official said, nah, you flopped. Then while you were down there, you tell you to use your hands playing defense. But you use your feet too, but not in that manner.
You'd like to win the Lakers game. Well, Verizon wants to give you 2. Text 525-377. By the end of tonight's game, just text tickets to 525-377. You're automatically entered. 1 winner per contest, and for all the rules, just go over to Lakers.com. Antoine Wright makes it a 1-point game as he splits a pair. So 90 seconds left in an entertaining start at Staples Center. Lakers with a big matchup on Friday night on the road in Phoenix. They've taken 2 of the first 3 against the Suns this year, but that is always a wild affair when the Lakers head down there. Kobe, shot clock at 6, right by Wright. Made it look easy. 24-21 as Kobe's got 6. Over the top, trying to get it past Bryant. Man, was he on a trampoline that time to go up.
And the pass traveled so far.
And he stole it. Can't get it. As Amir Johnson will pick up the glass. DeRozan. Reach and a foul as DeMar DeRozan will shoot 2. He's pretty explosive.
The 2 slam dunk participants in this year's All-Star festivities. We get a second look at Kobe with our Carl Jr. Exmo right around Wright and just lays it up, lays it in. The easiest hoop he'll probably get tonight.
And Stu, while we've got a chance, we've got a friend, a huge Laker fan, watching tonight in St. Louis on the League Pass. Jean Ansell, who's recovering from surgery, back home, and she only got home in time to watch the Laker game on the League Pass. So Jean Ansell, best wishes for a speedy recovery. She makes every Laker telecast.
Speaking of speedy recoveries, we get our first glance at Sasha as he first game since February the 18th with that shoulder injury, his shooting arm, right shoulder. So let's see if he'll concentrate on shooting and not worry about the shoulder.
And a little protective sleeve you can see on there with a little pad on top for Sasha.
Well, he never plays in a crowd anyhow, so don't get hit on the shoulder shooting threes.
10 on the shot clock for Gasol. Going up against Bargnani. And 2 free throws for Pau Gasol. 33.5 seconds.
You can see what the Lakers have working for them. Anytime they get it to either Pau or Andrew on the box, and without that second defender coming, they should have an absolute field day.
Points in the paint in the first game for the Lakers, 56-38. They were a plus 18 there. Talked about the offensive second try. The Lakers were plus 11, 19-8, even though they lost by 1. And why did they lose by 1? Points off turnovers. Plus 14 Toronto. The mistakes down the stretch really came back to hurt the Lakers. Sonny Weems, who's played outstanding basketball for this team in the absence of a couple of guys like Chris Bosh, who's been hurt, has checked into the game for the first time. Weems over the last 5 averaging 14 on 57% shooting, and now Jordan Farmar with a foul. Free throws coming up for the Raptors.
And not a guy you want to send to the stripe.
So Calderon, after 6 seasons in Spain, coming to the Raptors in 2005. And I remember talking to you right before he arrived. He came off the bench to start off. And remember when we were watching TJ Ford going 100 miles an hour? It almost looked like they were better off at times with Calderon out there. Way he kind of orchestrated things, looked under control.
Well, and he's such a good shooter. I mean, you can't give him any shots, whether it's pick and rolls or pick and pops or just spotting up. Calderon can stroke the basketball.
The guy that's on everybody's Christmas card list just checked into the game. Reggie Evans. So Reggie playing on the block up against Pau Gasol. It's a 2-point Laker lead, 26-24. Farmar on the run out by Calderon. Now deep into the shot clock.
Real deep.
It'll be Farmar at the end of the clock. And it'll stay right there as Gasol will shoot 2.
Yeah, he was holding Pau's left arm, he being right. he was wrong in that case. Powell working, trying to get an offensive rebound, and ends up getting 2 free throws.
Yeah, and Reggie Evans actually had pretty good inside position. So free throws for Pau Gasol as we head back downstairs and check in with Michael Eaves. Michael.
Yeah, Joel, you and Stu were talking about Sasha and that purple undergarment that he's wearing that has a pad on it to prevent any more injury. But there's also another issue with wearing that for Sasha. It sort of restricts his movement slightly, and it's affecting his shots. He's been trying to work out with it, and he's been shooting it short a lot. So that's one adjustment he said he was going to try to have to make. But also, he said the pain is always going to be there. He's ready to play, but he's going to feel pain on his shoulder pretty much all season. Just got to play through it, he said.
It'll go the other way with a 1/10 of a second after the miss. A loose ball foul. And Lakers will shoot 2 with a break. Antoine Wright, he was frustrated. You saw him go over to the sideline and talk to the official the whole 2 free throws the last time. And now he runs down.
He didn't get the response he wanted because he goes down and commits a very, very ill-timed foul because only 1/10 of a second. Even if the Lakers get that defensive rebound, they don't get a shot attempt. But because he fouled him, you get 2 free throws with the clock stopped.
You saw friendly roll off the front of the rim as Powell coming off a 20-11 game. Jay Triano still talking to Antoine Wright about it. A learning experience for the guy from San Bernardino in his 5th year out of Texas A&M. You saw flat again. But still has 12 and 5 after the first.
12 and 5 on 6 out of 7 from the free throw line. So the Lakers trying to dominate on the inside, doing a pretty good job. 18 points total, 12 for Powell and 6 for Andrew as we head to the
Carl's Jr. Sports Update. So we'll check in with Michael. I think we'll see him before the second half, but we'll definitely see him in the second half of the Carl's Jr. Sports Update. Sonny Weems out there with Jose Calderon, Chris Bosh back on the floor, Reggie Evans, and also Hedo Turkoglu. Weems.
Not an easy shot.
No, and finding kind of an adjustment when he got to the high post to fall away.
The only thing that helped on that shot was the fact that he was a right-hander going to his left. Didn't have to square up. He wasn't squared up at all, but the results are beautiful.
Farmar at D3. And Jordan 0 for 4. And really didn't have any numbers to talk about in 16 minutes in the loss at Orlando. To the Raptors. Team that has not won in Southern California since 2001. Calderon right back at Bosh. Little jump hook time. Lamar Odom kept it away from Reggie Evans. Talk about infight.
Boy, Reggie, he really battles on the offensive glass. He knows that's basically the only way he's going to score, but they don't run any plays for him. So he figures, hey, I better get an offensive rebound and put it back in.
Shannon Brown, Farmar, Lamar Odom, Ron Artest, Pau Gasol on the floor for the Lakers with the shot clock down to 6. And they'll call the offensive foul on Lamar Odom coming across against Evans.
Straight line is good sometimes. Obviously, it's the shortest distance between point A and point B. But in basketball, a lot of times you've got to, fake one way, go another way. And Lamar tried to come from the weak side to the strong side, running in a straight line and pushing Evans the whole way. You've got to fake like you want to go to the box. You'll get the ball at the mid-post, or fake the mid-post, you'll get it at the box.
Third turnover on the Lakers in the opening 90 seconds. Breakdown. And it'll be offensive interference. Lamar. So the goaltending. And funnel him to the baseline, but somebody's got to be on that side.
Again, that's we've talked about this a lot this year, about not being on the same page, as he was funneled that way. And you can see Phil Jackson up off the bench taking a timeout. He's not happy about the situation defensively either, as he meets a couple of his players and lets them have an earful. So we've got a timeout with 10.5 to play, and the Lakers' 5-point lead down to 1.
Early scouting for the Lakers. Lonnie Divac remembered tonight as we welcome you back to Staples Center.
Yeah, but without that trade, there'd be no Kobe Bryant.
and it did pay off for the Hornets in the immediate future. You remember they won 52, they won 51 the next year.
I don't remember any
of
that.
Postseason. They didn't have a bad run, and Lottie helped them out, but it was short. And it's been one long, healthy career. A lot left for Kobe Bryant.
Come out of the timeout zone, so the Lakers have to see they're taking their time recognizing it.
Ron Artest, short corner. Ron Artest 1 for 9 in Charlotte, 2 for 10 in Orlando. And so far tonight, 0 for 2.
You say his shot is broke.
Going after it with Bosch, and here comes Artest. Look out. Foul on Weems and a couple of free throws for Ron Artest.
But once Ron gets his hand on the ball, though, it's generally his. Nice little tap and miscue by the Raptors ends up with free throws coming to Mr. Artest. This will be his first free throws of the game. He's looking to scratch for the first time.
So over the last 2 games in the quarter, 3 for 21 as he hits his first free throw. Well, Laker fans, head over to the website, Lakers.com, and it's a virtual tour of the all-new Toyota Prius. For you or someone you know, an opportunity to be an honorary ball kid for the Lakers. Just click on the Toyota banner at the top of Lakers.com. Enter for your chance to win courtesy of Toyota. Suiting up the Lakers now, Toyota, with the Lakers for over 33 years. 3-point Laker lead as Turkoglu has it taken away.
Good reach by Artest again.
From behind. The pass got there, and Pau Gasol, was he under the cylinder?
He just blew it.
31-28, Lakers by 3. Filling it up. Sonny Weems, second year out of Arkansas, 23-year-old, second round pick last year, fine at number 39. Now the Raptors got some help tonight. Team behind them, Miami lost at Charlotte. Ron Artest wide open. Finally it falls. 34-30.
Once you go inside, you're going to get perimeter shots with very little, under very little duress. And finally, Ron is able to knock one down.
Chris Bosh, Quietson's coming back out there. Whose knee is it off of? It'll be off Pau Gasol. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. I mentioned Miami right behind Toronto. They lost, so they're 32-32. But the team right in front of them, Stu, Milwaukee won. That was a big win for Milwaukee at home. They beat Boston. Going down and kicking his legs out, Calderon. There's Evans.
Doing what he does.
Knocked out of bounds, off Evans. Boy, a little casual with the basketball,
that's
wasn't
why
he?
they teach you to keep 2 hands on the ball. I don't care if your mitts are big. It's best to keep 2 hands on it, as he just tried to wave it in that one and waved it right out of bounds.
Yeah, cavalier approach. Reggie Evans in his 8th year out of Iowa. Guy who spent some time with the Nuggets. Came over to the 76ers in the Capono trade. Lakers by 4. Can they make him pay? Points off the giveaway. Bosh blocked it down. Gasol now against the smaller man. Shoots 2. Blocked out. Reggie Evans with the foul.
Reggie is saying, I put my hand straight up and didn't come forward with him, and he did. There's no way he did that. The only problem was the lower part of his body, he was like putting his stomach out a little bit, and I think that's where they caught the foul. Powell's getting a lot of practice at the free throw line here in the first half. That's his 8th attempt. He's made 6.
Mentioned this road trip for Toronto. They've got a matchup with the Kings tomorrow night in Sacramento. Then they get a couple of days off, back-to-back Saturday and Sunday. They're taking on the Warriors and the Blazers. Last time we saw the start of a road trip, 4-gamer, it was Indiana, and they were smoked in all 4 games. Calderon, and put it at a tough angle by Farmar. May have gotten away with a little brush.
Well, also, he had Lamar Odom in his sights, too, and he was worried about getting the shot blocked.
What a pass back to Saul. Artest trying to collect it finally. Good ball movement. Farmar wide open. And Chris Bosh keeping it away from Ron Artest. Farmar started 1 for 4. Brown 1 for 3. Bosh way off. Obviously Gasol impacting it a little bit. On the run, Shannon Brown. So he got there. Going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's a tough one to finish when you're going that fast.
Turkoglu. Mentioned how good he's been beyond the arc. Inside the arc, though, shooting percentage for Turkoglu way down this year.
Well, again, the further away you are from the basket you are, you have less duress defensively. As you get closer, people are challenging, trying to block the shot.
Another giveaway by the Lakers. Gasol trying to get the pass inside. Turkoglu gets it ahead. Otherwise, they had issues with the 8 count. Reggie Evans. And is it 3 in the key?
Could be a timeout.
No, timeout called. 12 left on the shot clock when we come back.
Shows you why they don't run much for a Reggie. He got the ball 4 feet from the basket and didn't do anything. Ended up having to take a timeout with the Lakers up by 3. When we return, we'll take a look at the international.
I heard that.
For a cosmopolitan international city, Bargnani and Bellinelli are both from Italy. Calderone, we've been talking about, native of Spain. Rasho Nesterovic, big guy, good guy from Slovenia. And Hito Turkoglu coming over after everybody thought he was going to go to Portland. He went to an international city and one of our favorite stops in the NBA. Calderone, though, he's been a difference maker since he joined this franchise. Now he's giving some of his minutes to Jarrett Jack. But last year when he was their focal point at the lead guard spot, Calderone was 4th in the league in assists with 9 a game. He's also a good shooter and an exceptional free throw shooter. In fact, last year, an amazing 98% of his free throws. Fouls. Lakers only 1 for 7, by the way, from the field here in the second quarter. So fortunate that they're up by 3.
It hasn't been a clinic quite yet by the Lakers. Well, maybe it will never be a clinic. All they're worried about is getting a victory and stopping this 3-game losing skid.
Stu, they've not taken advantage. You talked about points to the paint. It's only 14 to 12 right now, Lakers. Deep into the clock. Sonny Weems. Hit one there before. Strong kid. 6'6", 200-pounder.
But he's going to his left. You have to know that as a defender, because when he pulls the ball up to shoot, he's exposing it to you. So all you have to do is keep your eyes and your hands alert, and you can get a piece of that one on the way up.
Now Kobe back on the floor for the Lakers. Final 6.5 of the first half. His shot. And Kobe on the baseline puts the Lakers up by 3. That's 8 for Kobe, averaging 43 a game in his last 5 home games against this franchise. On the run out. He got it home. High off the glass, just kissed it off the window barely. Back to a 1-point lead for the Lakers, 38-37. Andrew Bynum begging for it. Instead, Shannon Brown with an extra pass, and Powell shoots 2 on foul. Bosh made sure that didn't get it.
Well, it's his first foul, so it's a good one because obviously Josh Powell was going up to the knees. When we get another look at Chris Bosh going up and holding on to it as Andrew had his hand there, but then brings it down, and because he waits a little long or a little longer, Chris Bosh is able to throw it up, throw it in.
Josh Powell, give it a few minutes till the Lakers off the bench in Orlando due to some foul difficulty. Misses the first of 2. Westchester High School product, Amir Johnson coming in for Chris Bosh. Bosh, don't forget, missed 6 straight before coming back on Sunday. So Jay Triano keeping a close eye on the guy that was out with 6. Or make it 7 straight. 6 for the ankle, 1 for a virus. And then the 7 consecutive overall before coming back in the loss on Sunday. He had 12 points, 12 boards. They lost to Philadelphia. Turkoglu on the wheel. Wide open is Bargnani. And a lead for Toronto by 1, 40-39. Left the shooter, and it's not like Bargnani's looking inside.
And he still camps out where he feels most comfortable, and that's out there where the air is thin.
Josh Powell from Kobe. The Lakers back up by 1, 41-40.
Josh Powell has a nice stroke. Really has good form, good rotation. Let him get his feet set. Knocks it down.
Pick and roll. Van Bargnani protected it against Andrew Bynum. Executed well at 42-41. So 12 out of the 17 makes for the Raptors assisted. There's off the ball, Kobe tied up, held up by Sonny Weems.
A good cut by Kobe that time, trying to come and get that mid-post position. And Sonny Weems is obviously trying to prevent it and picks up the foul.
Date that we remember with Kobe, January 22nd, 2006, 81 for Kobe. 81 at the expense of the Raptors, 55 coming into the second half. And a lot of people forget the Lakers needed it. They were down by 18 in that game. A brick. Kobe tried to get it. Bargnani has it. Bargnani now with 7 points, 4 boards. And the Raptors with a 1-point lead in the basketball. Lakers down to 42% shooting after that one. And Josh Powell takes the Bargnani miss.
We go back on inside to Andrew. That was illegal. They get away with it.
The double by Amir Johnson and a couple of free throws. 2 for Andrew Bynum.
That was a weak double. I mean, you've got a 7-footer and he was losing his balance, but yet you allow him to split the so-called double. So Andrew will go to the line and shoot 2 as Derek Fisher up off the bench, about to re-enter the ball game.
Now, have they gotten away from once Andrew went out? Now Pau Gasol's on the bench. What they were doing well, which was going inside early.
Yeah, they were going inside early, and they were also getting more, a couple of stops at that point too. Right now, Raptors out shooting the Lakers 45% to 42%. But yet we've got a tie ball game. That's the bottom line.
Should be a high-scoring one tonight at Staples Center. Toronto coming in, averaging 104 points a game. The Lakers right about 103 per contest. So the 4th highest scoring team against the 6th highest scoring team. And Josh Powell with the foul. Second team foul. His second. Jerry Jack back into the lineup. Weems heading over to the bench. Bellinelli coming back in. Calderon sits down too. They have plenty of sources offensively. We saw enough of Bellinelli at Golden State before coming over this year to Toronto.
Yeah, he'll get your attention. You better stay attached to Bellinelli.
Amir Johnson. Good position. Kobe takes the rebound. Lakers by 1. Now Ron Artest against Turkoglu. Knocked away as he dribbled right into a double team.
Right into the thick of the defense.
And Bargnani on the run. On the run out after the takeaway. 9 for Andrea Bargnani.
So now, but after turnovers, you have to sprint back and match up. You can't go to specifically your man. You have to get the closest man and then talk to your teammate.
Kobe against Bellinelli. Splits that double with the left hand, heading to the free throw line on a pretty scoop.
Well, they've had a couple of double teams that they better put out of their defensive playbook because they have been weak. Once you get a person or an offensive guy in a trap, you keep him there. You don't let him waltz through the middle of a double team, and that was just terrible defense there. And Kobe ends up with a possible 3-point play.
Amir Johnson, whether it was out top or down on the bottom, he was a part of both of them.
Yeah, well, got to get back to the defensive principles and how to play the double teams, how to move your feet, how to get shoulder to shoulder, and not allow that to happen.
DeMar DeRozan back into the game as Turkoglu. He's picked up his 3rd foul, so he's done for the half. 17 minutes in. Vito with 6 points and 4 assists. Kobe's very short on the free throw attempt. Lakers lead 45 to 44. As the Lakers have the 2nd best record in the NBA at home, 29-5.
Well, they had that play set up. The pass just right through the hands of Bargnani, but that was going to be an easy basket, if not a 3-point play.
5th turnover for the Raptors. So good call, no execution. Kobe working on Bellinelli instead. Lamar, long two. And the line drive right back to the Raptors. Bellinelli, he hasn't taken it. That better go off. They'll forget about me. So the 3-pointer for Bellinelli.
You have to attach yourself to him. You just cannot run down and defend the paint. They come back in a zone with a 2-point lead.
He's got a good-looking stroke, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Man, comes out of his hand. It's incredible. Kobe out of his hand. It was off. And picked up on the deflection by Jared Jack. Lakers down by 2, 47 to 45. No look. Bargnani headed to the free throw line to give her a 3-point opportunity. Jared Jack made it possible. Don't forget.
And the Lakers' struggles continue here. We're 2 minutes and 15 seconds away from halftime, and the Lakers, who had a lead of 5 or 6, well, They see themselves in the hole now by 4, as Bargnani will be going to the line for the three-point play. In scoring with 11, and he's got the threat of the shot, so he makes you really play that on us. But I like the fact that he's learned how to take the ball off the dribble, run the lane, get the easy ones. He's got a lot of growth still to go in his game, but I like what I see in Bargnani.
First overall selection in the draft. Bargnani going to the free throw line out of the timeout. Looking at the three-point play. Man gives the Raptors a 5-point lead. They led early by 6, but it was very early at the age of 2. Now 50-45. Pau Gasol back onto the floor for the Lakers as Josh Powell stays there. Derek Fisher, Kobe, and Lamar Odom. Back to the zone. Free. Short corner three. Fish gets it. 2-point game, 50-48. Scrap the zone. That ends at 19-9. Bolt by the Raptors.
As long as you have the lead and the Raptors know that, one, they can't defend Kobe very well.
Don't leave the shooter. Bargnani back to 5. He's got 15.
Who was guarding him? I mean, he was out there seemingly by himself at first. Lamar made a rush at him.
Now we stay in the 2-3 zone.
Sure, they've got the lead, so they're saying, let's see if the Lakers can continue to score from the perimeter.
Josh Powell smacked away by Jack, but it stays in the Lakers' end. Now Lamar moving in rhythm. And right on line, but not out of bounds by Pau Gasol. So the Lakers shooting 41%, 49% for the Raptors.
So that tells you where the Lakers are struggling the most. On the defensive end, we can talk about balanced scoring and number of shot attempts, but the end of the floor where you're going to make things happen most of the time is on the defense.
And the Raptors 6 of 9 from beyond the arc. Jarrett Jack gets the roll. Give him a triple. They're now 7 of 10, 70% on their threes. Now they've got 55-48. Is it 56? It looked like Bill Kennedy put up his arm saying 3. Yeah, now it's 56. Lamar, boy, he had a lot of room, and it's going to be a charge base on it. Going to go the other way. Jarrett Jack. They say beat him to the spot. Kobe with the offensive foul, and his second foul, both at the offensive end.
Well, again, the more you struggle with a zone, the more you're going to see of the zone. And you really shouldn't see that much of it since it's a very porous and weak defense at this level. We get a second look or a third look at the offensive foul that they called on Kobe Bryant. So with 37 seconds to play, it'll be the Raptors with the ball and an 8-point lead.
Foul was just called on Derek Fisher. The final 30 seconds of the half of the second quarter dominated as Bargnani walked to the basketball. He's got 13 of his 15 here in the second 12-minute session. Lakers getting back off the turnover. Sasha's going to be checking in for the Lakers.
Well, that's called a zone buster, and I think that's what he's trying to do, Phil Jackson, is put some people on the floor that if they're going to stay in that zone and you can work it inside out, make them pay from distance.
So let's see how the Lakers set it up. Points in the paint belong to the Lakers early. All of a sudden now 20-16. Some of that on runouts, but the Raptors have gotten it inside. Now Kobe.
They went to a man-to-man.
Foul on DeMar DeRozan. It's going to be his third. And Kobe, as the Raptors are out of fouls, goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. 81-55 at the second half, back on January 22nd, 2006. And the Lakers have dominated this franchise here in Southern California, but not in the first half tonight, as they're down by 7, 56-49. Another coming to Kobe.
That 50% shooting by the Raptors is really spelling the difference here in the first half. Both teams with the same amount of turnovers and points off of turnovers.
And the Lakers with 16 makes at the free throw line compared to 5. So,
yeah, but the difference is the 3-point shooting.
Right.
They're shooting 70% from three-point land. 7 out of 10.
They've got 5 more makes beyond the arc. 7 to the Lakers 2. Leading by 6. And Amir Johnson, talk about a breakdown defensively. That kind of typifies the first half where the Lakers gave up 58 points to the Toronto Raptors. So Toronto closes out the second quarter 2-1 time, 28-14 over the last 8.5, 9 minutes.
Well, I'd like to be in the locker room to hear Phil Jackson's comments about this one.